Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Claire and I'm here to show you how to create the reality you've always dreamed of and make life that little bit sweeter. If you want to be a part of the family and keep updated with all my latest videos, please do make sure you subscribe and hit that bell button. This year I've decided that I want to read more books, but rather than go out and get new ones, I'm actually going to reread the ones that I already own. My favourite types to read are ones that really help me open up my mind and grow as a person. This time, rather than rush through each one, I really want to allow myself to take my time over it, absorb all the information, write notes as I go, and take my own conclusions from it. I'm going to start with one of my all-time favourite books, Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now. If you're into self-help and spirituality, you may well have heard of this eye-opening book. I read it for the first time a few years ago and I can honestly say it's really helped me to change my whole outlook on life. As I go through this book again, I will share some of the insights that I take from it. The first one being, as the title of this video suggests, you are not your mind. One of the main ideas to come from this book is that all suffering is caused by identification with the mind and thought. Now, this is a very bold statement, but if we examine it properly, we can actually see that it makes a lot of sense. Thinking is, as Eckhart describes it, an addiction. It's not something we can easily switch on and off, at least not without practice. Excessive thinking or mental noise prevents us from being in the here and now. It puts up a wall to stop us from seeing what really is. It creates an illusion, an idea that there is a separation between what we call I and what we call other. The deep truth is that there is no separation, there is only oneness. This is reality. Now, this is not to say that thinking is bad as such. If we use our minds properly, we can achieve great things. The issue is that for the majority, we are not in control of our minds. The mind is in fact controlling us. So how can we break free of this addiction? Well, already in the knowing that we are not our minds, we can begin to step outside of the illusion and realise that we can in fact be the observer of the thinker. If we begin to listen to the thoughts without any judgment, we soon notice that there is the voice and there is this that we call I, almost like two separate entities. This brings in a new state of consciousness, what we might call our higher self. Disidentification with the thoughts means they no longer have power over us. We can simply watch them come and go, almost like clouds. We can reach a state of inner stillness and peace. Now, this takes practice, but in doing so, we will soon find that feeling of deep contentment or joy. This is actually the main principle of meditation, which I will talk more about in future videos because I believe it to be a very important practice. Who we think we are, our sense of self, is for the most part a collection of thoughts which aren't necessarily true. For many of us, this voice in our head is constantly disrupting us, telling us lies based on our past and using this to predict our future. In some cases, it can even turn into the enemy, being the cause of deep suffering and unhappiness. For this reason, it is important we understand that we are not in fact our minds. We are the presence, the inner being that lies above and beyond all of this. So start this practice today. Begin to notice the thoughts. Be the observer. Awareness is the first step towards total liberation. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up and I'll see you next week. Bye.